When conducting their own research in Burkina Faso in 2000, Santa Clara University professors Michael Cavane and Leslie Gray noticed that many of the locals would often stop by their home to borrow their newspapers and books. Looking for a meaningful way to thank the villagers for their hospitality and help, and realizing the lack of resources to obtain books and information in the region, Michael and Leslie decided to open a small lending library. The result was the creation of Friends of African Village Libraries, or FAVL. 7 years later, FAVL has helped open and fund 9 village libraries in Burkina Faso, Uganda, Tanzania, and northern Ghana. This is about the Sumbrungu Library in the northeast region of Ghana.
Our mandate is to build village libraries where young people who generally have very little access to books can read. If you look at the schooling system here, most children will go to school, they'll study, they'll actually have the textbooks written on the blackboard, and will actually never have a textbook in their own hands. So when they come to the libraries, what we want to provide them is an opportunity to actually use the textbooks that they need for class to improve their studies. We also hope that they can broaden their reading abilities by reading novels, reading history, reading science, having access to the kinds of books that we would expect that children in school should have access to in Africa, but that they usually don't.
I'm a teacher of this community called Kolbia Primary. I do come here always to make a research in order to get a material that will help me to do my teaching. The reason is that the school materials are not enough. There are certain books that are not found in the school, but when I come here I get extra knowledge from books that are not available in my school, to be able to go and then do a better work that I'm supposed to do. So I have seen that the library is very, very good. It helps a lot. Moreover, I did my HND education at the Polytechnic, and I also use some of the material in the library here to do my research work. Right now, as I'm seated here, I'm going through books to get an information to go and then compile for my literature review as I am writing on my project work. So I deem the library as the best place that one can get information, one can get help, one can be advanced in knowledge. It is a place that will enable you to grow. So if one takes the library as a place of visit, he is coming out with something extra in knowledge that he or she is looking for.
In addition to supplying textbooks to students at the Sumbrungu Library, FAVL is currently focusing on outreach programs and initiatives with a focus on women's literacy. The United Nations Development Fund for Women estimates that 80% of the food produced, processed, and marketed in sub-Saharan Africa comes from the labor or enterprise of women. The UN also estimates that the female adult literacy rate in Ghana is about 50%. Yet, some experts estimate that among some ethnic groups in the north, as many as 95% of the women are unable to read. In order to make ends meet, many women spend the majority of their days farming and weaving baskets for export, making the equivalent of $3 American a day. Therefore, they lack the time and resources to attend school. With adequate funding, FAVL hopes to initiate literacy lessons at the village library, so women will have the opportunity to attend local evening and weekend classes. Current government initiatives seek to rectify the literacy rate among women, with a focus on the younger generation. Presently, girls are paid for to attend primary school, yet, once they reach secondary age, many drop out to help with household duties and with farming. The Sumbrungu Library plays an important role in encouraging young girls to remain interested in literacy and learning, so that they may help bridge the literacy gap between generations and share valuable knowledge gained through using the library's resources.
When I first got HIV, I didn't even know what a virus was. Then a nurse told me all about HIV and AIDS. It is better if you know about it too. Let me first explain about blood. Blood is made up of red and white cells. The white blood cells have a special job. They fight the viruses.
It is FAVL's hope that, as children come to the library, they will develop a strong interest in reading and in education, so, as they grow older, they will remain interested in learning and pass on their knowledge to their family, their friends, and their community. And, judging from the feedback that they have been getting from those who are using the library, the Sumbrungu Community Library has, so far, been a great success.
Hello, I like coming to the library because library is very important in our everyday life. When you are sad, you can come to the library, get some storybooks, read, and you become very interesting of meeting friends coming from outside Ghana, and then so many books you can get from the library. More to the point, the library is very helpful. As I'm sitting, I'm a library cleaner, so every day if I want a book, I can come and borrow it, go and read, and then return it at any time I have been asked to bring it. So library is very important. You can come and learn very new things about library. Some most important things are in library. If you are a student and you really want the library, you need it, you have to come to the library and then use it as perfect thing you want.
Akrani abrewa